Good Golf Now Desert Knockout presented to you by Underdog Championship that went down in Scottsdale, Arizona. Who tuned in, man? Give me a show of hands in the chat, bro. Who's actually tuned in? Because I gotta figure out how detailed I need to get with this storytelling so we can actually talk about what transpired. But for the folks that actually sat down in front of the live streamer on Golf Channel, I appreciate you guys, man. What a wild turn of events, dude. So for anyone that doesn't know, we were in Scottsdale. I got invited by the boys at Good to play in a 6-team knockout-style golf tournament at a par 3 course called Grass Clippings. And quite frankly, I've never been a big fan of competitive golf just because, I don't play enough and I'm not consistent enough or good enough to really play under pressure. I spent a lot of time in my early 20s, as you guys know, which is how you probably know me, doing the whole competitive COD shit. And funny enough, bro, I always wonder, I'm like, dude, if I didn't play for Optic and we weren't expected to win the events we were because of how popular the team was, I wonder if I would have always been so stressed out and so nervous before matches. But I made a joke in one of the interviews that I did for the Golf Channel. I'm like, the Haig family, we are notorious for always cracking under pressure. So I kind of tend to stick away or stay away from competitive golf. I played freshman year of high school, but, I wasn't that great. I was like number 7, number 8 on the team. There was actually some good players when I was a kid, but never took lessons growing up and shit like that. But when Garrett and the good guys invited me, I'm like, fuck it, bro. Let's just send it. So we went out to Scottsdale. The tournament was on Wednesday evening. They started the first hour of the tournament on YouTube, and then for the remainder of the tournament, they actually had it live broadcasted on television on the Golf Channel, dude. So it looks like a bunch of the folks in the chat were actually tuned in. But man, I honestly wasn't as nervous as I thought I would be, just because, you know what? I played in like some pressured situations in golf. Like I played in a couple pro-ams at some pro PGA tournaments. They normally do a pro-am on Wednesday before the actual tournament starts up. So they'll match a bunch of folks who either work at the company that's like sponsoring the event or people that are paid to play with professional golfers. They usually have like one pro in every group. And I played with like Ricky Fowler before and a bunch of other guys. So that to me was like nerve-wracking. This wasn't as bad, but I just, like I said, I hadn't been playing much golf. So I got into the range. Let's see. We did like 4 range sessions before I went to the event. And then on Monday, I actually planned on going live after the doctor's appointment that I had. But I actually ended up going to play some golf. I played 18 holes. For anybody that lives in Frisco or Dallas area, I played at Fields Ranch, the East Course, which is where they're hosting a couple majors over the next few years. It's a really tough course. Went out there on Monday. It was like 75 degrees out. There was nobody else on the course. I had this young kid as my caddy who was really fucking great to just hang out with. We basically went on a mandate. But I was playing some pretty good golf, man. I shot an 82. I lost 2 balls out of bounds, ended up with double bogeys on the front 9. But honestly, bro, my swing felt really good heading into the flight to Scottsdale. But when we showed up, man, dude, I've got an entire other life that I lived while I was in Scottsdale besides this golf tournament that I think you guys are going to be kind of interested in. So I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. But, let's talk about the actual tournament, man. So I go to the range the morning of, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, fuck. I'm not doing anything that I just did 2 days ago on the golf course, bro. My swing doesn't even feel like it's my own. I'm like, oh, fucking god damn it. I just know that this is going to be rough, but, I'm hoping that my body just takes over. First hole, 235 yards. Every single person on the tee box besides Steve has a fucking iron in their hand for a 235-yard shot. I'm like, every single one of you go fuck yourselves. Nah. It was just damn disrespectful, bro. And the ground, bro, I'm the last one to hit because they got everybody teeing off from the same tee box because it's like a knockout-style tournament. And, bro, I shit you not. I shit you fucking not. This ground is so hard. And I use these plastic pink tees because my buddy, his wife's name, or his mother's name was Heather. And she passed away from cancer a couple years back. He was actually my caddy, Richard Shibby, who gave us some of the best reads on the greens that we've ever had. But we'll get to that here in a second. And this plastic tee, bro, I could not get it into the ground. The ground was so hard. Everybody else on the tee box was complaining about it. So they were chopping tees down just so they could get a little stub in because they were all hitting irons. But I'm over here feeling like I'm in a hurry. So I try to put this fucking thing in the ground. It ain't happening, bro. This plastic tip is not going to penetrate this earth. So I say, fuck it. I just dropped the ball on the ground. And, dude, not kidding, just blackout first swing. Top that bitch straight into the ground. We end up like 50 yards away from the green. Garrett pushes his right side of the green, and he's behind a tree. I'm behind a tree. Mine was kind of in a better spot to use, but we got to hit a blind shot onto the shelf of this first hole, and it's like we got to land it 40 yards, but we got to keep it low enough so it doesn't hit the tree. Garrett's like, I'm going to hit a 56. So I'm like, all right, I'll hit my 56. I actually hit the ball really well, but it was just, I had too much mustard on it. So we go over the green again, and it's a scramble, and that's the best that we had. Thank God this guy Garrett hit a pretty decent recovery shot, but we end up with a par. We get out of there. It's the two of the par fours. It was one of the par fours that they had on the course. I'm yapping here, but we're going to make this a little bit more concise because we got more people gifting subs here, bro. Yo, Insanity hit me with the 10 gifted as well. Insanity, brother, thank you so much, bro. For real. Holy shit, the sub train goes on. We're on 185. The long story short, gentlemen, is that the first two holes after us going into a chip off, and one person from each group will handle the chip off for that group, we ended up with a strike after the first hole, bro. You get 2 strikes, you're out of the tournament. It's knockout. So disaster struck like as hard as it could have possibly could. I mean, I'm over here thinking, dude, if we don't hit a good shot off the tee on this second hole, I might be out of here after swinging the club like 5 times. So we're tweaking. I'm tweaking. I'm like, oh my God. The worst that could have happened, bro. I duffed my first shot, second shot over the green. Basically looked like Helen Keller out there. I mean, it ain't nothing new when you guys watch me play even video games on Twitch. So I'm like, fuck it, whatever. But the weird part about playing like pressured golf is that for these guys on Good, bro, they're playing so much golf. They really are. But for me, who's had to struggle and work hard to change my swing over the years because I had a lot of bad habits since I was a kid, I've made so many swing changes over the years that it's not just like an unconscious thing for me to swing the club the right way. You know what I mean? Like, there are very intentional like thoughts that I have depending on what I'm working on. And I'll use like one swing thought when I step up to the tee box when I'm going out golfing with my buddies. But there's no pressure. You know what I mean? There's nothing on the line other than hitting a bad shot. And so, like, in that situation, I'm pretty fucking good. But the second hole is like 140-yard par 3. I'm thinking, great, bro. I'm just going to hit a nice, smooth 9-iron. And once again, bro, I just get so quick. You know, when you got people behind you and everybody around you and everybody's judging everything every fucking motion that you take, I just got quick with it again. That was like the tale of the day. It's like if I slowed down, I was going to hit a good shot, but in transition, bro, my tempo was just way too aggressive. And then I basically sculled this 9-iron over the green, and I'm like, okay, well, this is what I thought was going to happen. We're living reality here. But unbeknownst to me, we get out of the second hole with no strike. And from there, bro, and this is really, we don't even need to go into detail any more than this, but after that, I started playing some decent golf, man, for real. I was actually really happy with some of the shots that I hit, man. Surprisingly, there were, out of the 11 holes, I think we used my tee shot on like 5 or 6 of them. Unbeknownst to me, dude, there's a lot of casinos in Scottsdale, Arizona. I've really only gambled in Vegas, and I have a pretty addictive personality, so I limit myself to gambling. You know, I throw some dollars around on Underdog for the games on the weekends just to make it a little bit more interesting. And I only really gamble with what I'm comfortable with losing, right? That's all I ever do. That's what you should do while you're gambling, bro. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you guys how to live your life, but you should only gamble with money that you can comfortably lose. Now, it's a golf event, right? And you got a lot of YouTubers, you got a lot of business folks that have done pretty well for themselves. So Tuesday night, I fly in, And first thing that I get a text about when those wheels hit the ground in Phoenix, Arizona, they say, come to the fucking casino. I'm like, all right, bet. My wife and I have talked about going to Vegas before we try to have kids again. One time in between Gracie and baby number 2, whenever that may be. We still haven't made it there. So I've actually had an itch to gamble because I haven't been to the tables in like a year and a half, 2 years. Deboard the plane, call an Uber, straight to the casino. I had $300 in my wallet, gentlemen. I'm going to give you guys a couple guesses. How much do you think I left with? How much do you think I lost? I'm going to give y'all a second, dude. Take some wild guesses at it. How much you think I lost, bro? How much you guys think I'm down? Gentlemen, I walked out of Scottsdale, Arizona, hopped on the plane, landed back in Texas, walked into my house, and I showed my wife $20,000 in cash. I turned $300 into $20,000 fucking dollars, gentlemen. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. I swear on my daughter's life. I swear on my daughter's life. I didn't fucking go to ATM one single time, bro. $300 into 20 grand. And I have every witness in the book to corroborate that story, bro. I'm pretty sure LA Thieves getting second place was like a blood sacrifice for the Lord up top or somebody up top. Because, bro, the first night I walk out of there with $8 grand in my pocket. Second night we go back after we won the good desert knockout. And I just couldn't lose, bro. Just couldn't lose a hand. Anytime I doubled, I'd have a pair of 8s versus a 6. That's a bust card for the dealer. That's best case scenario. Stayed at the same table the whole weekend, both days. Bro, I'd fucking get a pair of 8s, split them. Get another 8, split them again. Well, I'd have like $4,000 on the fucking table. Fucking 6, face, dealer bust. I mean, brother, we just couldn't lose. I've never had luck like that while gambling in my entire life, bro. In my entire life. So, I don't know, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened this week. Maybe it was just being away from the stream or the boys, like I said, getting second place. Like, you guys got to admit, losing round 11, map 5 in the winners finals of that Spain major, and then round 11, game 7 of the grand finals, dude. I think the Lord up top was just trying to give me something back, dude. I don't know. I don't fucking know. So I'm feeling real good after this trip, man. I'm glad to be back in the stream, man. I'm glad to be back here with you guys, boys. Just an unbelievable week. We won a championship. We won a ton of cash on the blackjack tables. I'm good on gambling for another year. I mean, holy shit, bro. I can't believe. I thought they were about to escort me out of that fucking place. I think they thought I was counting cards. It was crazy, bro. I felt like Goodwill fucking Hunting out there. Yo, Mio Water, thank you so much for the 10 months. Fairway Fairly, thank you very much for the sub. Duped, Danny Rose, Radio Ben, thank you guys so much. Nummies with 1,000 bits. He said, congrats on the golf win. I know you were tweaking when you barely missed that third putt that would have ended the game. Bro, if I just had a little less juice on that putt, bro, everybody's saying, oh, it's like 120% uphill. We're way uphill. We got to get it there. Because the worst thing you can do, bro, in a scramble is ever leave a putt short. So I'm like, you know what, motherfucker, I'm going to make sure I get this there. But I just had a little too much juice on it, bro. And to be honest with you, I still think it should have dropped. It like bounced off the damn plastic. I thought it was going to pop up and drop back in.